Hi everyone, welcome back to Baka Bitches. We are two 30-something-year-olds who love to drink and talk about anime. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to Hannah to quickly go through our anime disclaimers.
Yes, because you'll need them just in case you don't want sensitive ears listening. But yeah, this is fair warning, a podcast that we're going to be talking about there's going to be language, there's going to be cursing because we're drinking, there's going to be drinks. So
What the fuck are you talking about?
I know.
What kind of fucking language is happening in
this
here?
This is bullshit. I know.
It's a family show.
So sorry.
Please don't watch this with your family.
Yeah, don't do it.
Watch it in private.
With the door closed and locked. But yeah, so there's going to be language. There's probably going to be some sexy talk in here.
Some adult themes.
Definitely a lot of adult themes. And that ranges
references
from,
to sexuality.
Yes, sexy sex time and daddies. Lots of daddies.
So many daddies. All the daddies with an I-E-S. Daddies.
Daddies.
Probably some dark elements. Some things that might be uncomfortable. Death.
Sex, violence, drug use.
Mm-hmm. Heavy themes.
We're gonna talk about it all. So if you're a little sensitive about those subjects, please just be aware that it's to your discretion, and don't come at us for watching in dub. Okay?
Mostly don't come at us for that because we are Baka Bitches and we are not reading subtitles.
We are not. Maybe on our own time, but this is podcast time, and we gotta go with the English. We gotta go with the English so we absorb it all.
Enjoy, guys.
Enjoy. Hello everyone, and welcome to Baka Bitches. If you don't know, we are two 30-something-year-olds who drink a lot and kind of talk about anime a little bit while we do so.
ASMR.
Yeah, I wish I had my nails, my fake nails, so I can do clickety clacks, because that was always really, oh, there you go. Stephanie subbing in for me.
Usually I don't have this.
Oh, yeah. So, that's Stephanie, as I said. And,
who are you?
I'm Hannah.
Who the heck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
Where'd you come from?
This is my house.
What are you doing at Hannah's house? She doesn't like strangers coming over.
Stranger danger. No, I'm just the gremlin that lives in Hannah's house. Because Hannah is a very well put together, very responsible adult, and I am not that.
That's so true.
I'm not that.
Hannah's got her life together.
Yeah, in a dumpster fire.
But it's together.
It is. All the ashes are just all together, mixing around in there. It's great. It's fun times.
It's great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Mm-hmm. So this episode is called something that, because I didn't write notes, so let me just...
Despicable Villain. The Mystery of Onigumo? Onigumo? Onigumo.
So close. There's some extra Maru there, but Onigumo.
No. That was not even close.
It was kind of close.
You're like, you started with an O.
Yeah, you got it.
Good job, Stephanie.
It's probably a Japanese word that's
okay then. All right. Anyways, I got you. This is the one time
you did
in this episode I'm going to carry Hannah.
Yeah, this is, you come in clutch with the titles now. I should have been more prepared, but I just did not. Because as I said, I'm the gremlin in Hannah's house. I am not together. So this is the episode. We open up kind of because of the previous episode.
The previous cliffhanger from the previous cliffhanger.
Yeah, of Inuyasha committing the worst crime of pushing Kagome down a well.
Right.
And, I mean, she survived, obviously.
Darn.
But this is not a crime and murder podcast, you guys. We have not ventured out into that yet.
Not yet.
But we might be bakaing into other themes. Who knows? We have options. But so Kagome survives the fall down the well back to her own time. And so this episode we see Inuyasha and Shippo still around the well. And one of the first things that Inuyasha does is shove his big hard wood down Kagome's well. And I really mean that it's a big, hard tree.
Wood.
No.
Yeah, it's a very sizable.
It's
very girthy.
Very girthy.
Takes up almost all the well space.
It breaks the well.
Oh.
And that well is never
been penetrated so hard.
It can't recover after that.
I don't feel like my eyes will either. But yeah.
Yeah, so that's where we are. Like, I mean, Inuyasha not only took the Shikon Jewel, but he
yeeted Kagome over, and then for good measure, put an entire fucking tree down the well.
Yep, to really block her from ever coming back to feudal Japan.
Well, but probably not, because Shippo's there and he's got this.
Oh yeah, like he's
like
the man.
Single-handedly. I will fix this.
I got this. I will undo all the travesty that Inuyasha has done.
Oh, right.
He really do be trying.
Yeah, he gave it the old college try.
Yeah.
The old preschool try.
that poor baby. Like, I mean, I don't dislike Shippo, but I'm also not like a Shippo fan, So I'm just like, okay, you're just a little squeaky child that follows everyone else around. So, he do be doing his best though, trying to lift that tree out of the well. It doesn't budge, but it's fine. It's A for effort. And Inuyasha and Miroku are still surprisingly teaming up together. Because you would kind of think, like, Kagome was the glue for the whole group,
Barely.
I mean, barely, but
they
just
need to bang it out, is what needs to happen with these guys.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And by bang, what do you...
I mean, they need to fuck and get it over with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sexual tension with every character ever.
Yes.
In this anime, and it's the greatest.
Yes.
So the guys still decide to do the thing together, probably because Naraku has made his presence known most recently. And so they're going to stick together because that's their goal, is to not only get the Shikon Jewel back, but defeat Naraku, because there's been evidence that mutual enemies, and an enemy of my enemy is my ally, kind of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that saying, right?
No, I absolutely do know that saying. And all I can think of is real life situations like that.
Oh, shit. Like what?
I mean, I don't even need to have an actual enemy. All I need to do is tell you about a person. And then you follow up like, and so what did Popcorn Lady do today?
How much murder do I have to commit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can,
I
I feel like hate is an easy thing to mutually just agree on.
That's true. I think there's actually been studies done of, like, you can build a faster friendship with someone if there's, like, a mutual person that you both hate.
That you both
and you
dislike
just bond
versus
over that.
You both liking. Mm-hmm. Right. And I do feel like that's been a true experience for me.
Yeah. I think I've at least done that once or twice. We're just like, yeah, I like you because we both hate the same thing or person.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe that's kind of what's going on here, but amplified because, potential murder.
Absolutely.
But, aside from that, and I have not murdered someone, you guys.
Right. No one's...
Yet.
No one's...
yet.
I have maybe murdered someone with some really funny jokes, but that's about it.
You be killing them.
Those
with hilarious
some
jokes.
It was a one-time thing, though. Don't worry. Because I will never be able to be that funny ever again. But yeah, so these two teaming up, and like, all right, boys, cool.
They be bopping along. And I feel like Miroku and, Shippo was like freaking the fuck out, right?
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like Kaede and, Miroku, they're just kind of like, well, easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
Like, that was uncalled for Inuyasha. But then, like, they just moved on.
They really did. Like, really strange, unattached adults.
Which I can also get behind. Also understood. I want the closeness, you guys, but then I will hold everything at arm's distance and be like, give me everything, but I don't want to give you any part of me.
Don't expect that.
Yes, just like still holding back to like, how...
There is no balance in this weight system.
There's really not. And so, it's a real conundrum. So...
Yeah, so I mean, and I think depending on the person, I think I would be like Shippo, like freaking out, like only thinking about like, how do I get this person back in my life?
Right. But everybody else...
But everybody else, it like very select few, I could be like, yeah, I would totally Shippo the fuck out if they just left my life like suddenly like that. I'd be just thinking about it all the time. Other people, go fuck yourself. Like, it's fine. Whatever.
Wow. You're not even neutral. You're just like, yeah, fuck you.
Fall off a cliff. Whatever.
Get eaten by a shark. Maybe die in a fiery furnace. That's cool.
Gremlin, remember?
Right. Gremlin. Where is Hannah at?
Not here. Not tonight.
So they kind of, they're powwowing, what are we going to do? And Inuyasha's like, well, I know what I gotta do, guys. You're either with me or you're not. I'm gonna go do the thing. And they're kind of like, well, we don't got nothing better to do because it's feudal Japan and we don't have cable TV.
Right.
And so,
that would solve so many problems.
Right. They're so productive. So that, we kind of can close on that scene for a moment because it's kind of decided like they're just gonna be doing whatever Inuyasha is leading them towards. And then so we cut to like Kagome, who's like back in non-feudal Japan. She's back in like present day 90s Japan.
Yeah.
She's so present these days.
Like future past for us.
Yeah. And so she's kind of like, she's at school and her friends are like, Kagome, hey, it's nice that you're back with your HPV feet. How are your HPV feet doing?
How are your cankles? How are your whatever thing that Grandpa has made an excuse for her not being there.
Right. And she's just kind of like, fantastic.
This is great. I love this for me.
So it kind of seems like she's just bebopping along, going through the motions. Mm-hmm. Like she's doing okay, outwardly kind of holding it together, but on the inside, we can tell she be struggle bugging it.
She be stewing in that.
Yeah, she's got a lot of thoughts, a lot of reminiscing over her past, 48 hours where she's like, well, my life has just been so different.
Yeah.
I be changeth on the inside.
Past 48 hours, past 400-year time skip. Not a big deal.
It's fine.
Like, wouldn't that be fucking wild to, like, be in Kagome's shoes? After traveling feudal Japan, your, secret crush tossing you in there, making sure you can't come back. And you're like, wow, I'm in the present day. So, like, he's fucking dead right now. That's cool.
Wait, doesn't he live for a long ass time because he's a demon? A demon dog?
Yeah, but like...
Not 400 years?
Yeah, but in Kagome's current time, there's no demons. It's just people. It's just people-y. So somehow, during
the demons had died off at some point.
They just died off. So, like, every demon... dead or like super
that's really
disguised.
morbid. I didn't even think about the fact that she's just like he dead. I was more just thinking like,
I mean, she's not thinking
she's
that.
sad because she's not with him, not like she's like,
right,
wow, I've time jumped 400 years where he is not even in existence anymore.
No, she's not thinking that.
Okay.
She really is just thinking like, oh, he's just over there doing the thing.
So you're saying I'm Kagome thinking it over here.
I'm like, Kagome thinking that. Like if I were Kagome.
Yeah.
That's what exactly would be going through my head. I'm planning the mental funeral because I'm not going back and like I can't go back to see like feudal day Japan demon boyfriend. So like now I'm just like, oh, I'm not only now mourning a relationship, I'm mourning the person that is now dead. Oh, so that's cool.
I think that we call this anxiety, Hannah.
Is that what that is?
I feel like this is a problem.
You know what? Maybe.
I feel like this requires extensive therapy.
You know what? It probably checks out. You know what? That checks out. I have anxiety. I'm riddled with anxiety. I mean, it's fine.
Thank goodness situations like this don't happen in real life, right, guys? Right?
Please tell me. Please tell me. No, like that checks out. I probably do have anxiety.
That's a huge spiral. Because I'm over here like, I'm so sad I can't be with my boyfriend. And you're like, and I'm just mourning. It's 400 years. They don't exist. He's dead.
There's no way I can get to him.
I can't jump through the well. I tried to jump.
I can't do it. He like everything is dead. My life has no meaning. It's fine.
Oh my gosh. This is
no. I wouldn't even go to school. I'd be crying in the shower at that point.
Okay. Well, at least you could cry in the shower with your indoor plumbing.
True. Like that does make it a little bit better.
It does make it a little bit better.
Hot showers are just a warm hug
from the person that you love who can't be with you. Oh my god, this is a really dark episode.
I made it that way. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have, but I did. It's just, that is truly my mental thought process of like, okay, I know
it's very
he's like
dark.
In ancient Japan and like Inuyasha is, oh my gosh, what is it?
A daddy.
Schrodinger's dog.
Oh, yes.
In that is what he is right now. Mm-hmm.
Until we open the well,
and
we're never gonna know.
We're never gonna know. Is he alive? Is he dead? He is both in this moment, which is actually very accurate. Good job,
Schrodinger's dog.
Good job.
Who's not stuck in a box, but stuck in a well with a tree stuffed in there.
He did do that himself, but that's fine.
Okay then.
Anyways, we have just went. It's fine, you guys. So Kagome's going along with her high school studies and like doing the typical girl thing where she's thinking about it, kind of like
she's processing in the background. Yeah, she's going through the school day motions.
Much better than I would.
She's going to class. She's in the presence of people she knows. I was going to say she's talking to her friends, but she's really not.
Yeah, no.
She's in the presence of acquaintances.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is, I mean,
girls,
she's existing.
It's girls, you know.
She's at PE.
Yeah, PE.
Let's talk about while she's at PE.
Yeah. Do we want to go over the outfit first or?
Yes.
Yeah, because I know this is a thing.
Yes.
It is like, is this just an anime thing, or did this outfit actually exist in Japan during those times for PE. Like, okay.
Explain the outfit.
Okay, so the outfit is...
I'm going to do some Googling right now.
Oh, please do, because I would love to know. So the outfit is a like long sleeve shirt that has like some it's white, has some red on the sleeves and the collar, and then the bottom is just like a bikini bottom, like a high-waisted bikini bottom kind of a deal. And we're still kind of flummoxed because like that's showing a lot of leggy,
Especially for that long ago.
and especially in like conservative Japan, because at the time it was probably a bit more conservative when this anime was being made. And you sit there and like, how is that for the girls to wear that to PE, doing all the running around? Like, how is that not a distraction for anyone?
Yeah, and so I'm finding nothing in my Google search.
Really?
Except for like all this type of outfit. Mm-hmm. But then they just talk about how it's branded. So it's like, it's as if it's a cosplay.
Oh.
It's not real life. And so then when I type in like real life with that caveat, it's not providing any search results. So I don't feel like I'm getting actual answers that I need.
90s Japanese school P.
Okay, let's go to Reddit, because Reddit has all the answers.
Oh, here for it.
Do high school girls in Japan really wear these uniforms, or is it just an anime thing? Top comment. That's their uniform for gym. Yes, but only in high school. Okay.
Oh, all right.
And then the next comment is, but it's more of a junior high thing. So we love the consistency. Thank you, Reddit.
Okay, yeah, that, you know what? You are just telling me nothing. I mean, okay, and these look a little bit more boy shorts. A little bit more. Versus what the anime has, which is like a high, like, cut whole thing, bikini type bottom.
It says it's literally an outdated Japanese gym uniform referred to as bloomers. This is how they look in real life.
That is not a bloomer. That is not a bloomer.
I mean, that might just be how it's translated to English.
Yeah, that's true.
Some places still use them, but they fell out of fashion in the late 90s. So that does make sense for what we're currently watching.
Yeah, it does.
They're super common in anime because they were the standard for like 40 years. And they're appealing to dudes for obvious reasons.
Yeah, really appealing.
That
to
said,
dudes.
if this is placed in the modern day, they should probably be wearing something else.
Yeah, like sweatpants, right?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so that does answer our question. So this was a legitimate standard type of gym uniform for females.
Which is so wild to me.
I already did not want to participate in gym, yet alone if I was so scantily clad.
Dude, like...
I would have had a meltdown.
I would have cried.
I would have been in the counselor's office every single day, like having a mental breakdown.
I would have my grandpa call in and be like, "Oh no, sorry, my granddaughter has the bunions and can't make it to PE.
She has the feet HPV.
She's got hepatitis C.
She's got hepatitis A through Z on her.
Yeah, she not well. She not well. Mm-hmm. You know, just, you know what, tell them I have hemorrhoids, you know, whatever it takes, you know.
Foot hemorrhoids. Yeah. Normally hemorrhoids are a butthole problem, but that's fine, Hannah.
You know, just a unique sitch right now.
Grandpa's not even talking about your feet. He's just like now straight up talking about your butthole. She has hemorrhoids. She can't play in PE. What does that have to do with her butthole? She can't.
She just can't.
She can't dodge a ball. She can't
dodge a hemorrhoid.
She got hemorrhoid butt.
Just, you know, I just like, I don't know.
This has taken so many turns.
So,
that's good.
Yeah, I mean, like, great for these girls being basically the same size and figure, so they can pull it off. It's great. But no one should imagine me running around in that outfit. Like, my stupid dumb legs are short and, like, not shoujo. And
stupid and short.
Stupid and short.
They just run in different directions from each other.
I'm just clapping. I'm clapping as I'm running.
Conciseness with what we're doing. One goes this way, the other goes that way. They have two minds.
So, they're just chilling outside in this conservative on top, party on the bottom outfit. And there's the one guy that I forgot his name.
Me too.
He's the regular boring boy crush.
He's tall. He got the dark brown hair.
Yeah, he's
the
a very
girls
nice
reasonably
boy.
Very much like him.
Yeah, he's a very nice boy too.
He's not aesthetically pleasing.
Sure, it's just like, okay, I can see it. I get it.
I mean, sure, but you're not a demon dog daddy.
Yeah, who's like at least 50 years older.
Well, at this point in time, like 450 years older, but
dead, but still hot. He still got it.
Like 600 feet under, yeah. But aside from
those minor differences,
yeah. I love our commentary at the same time.
So professional.
Yeah, so high school dude is pretty much like trying to holla at our girl Kagome.
Yeah.
Kagome's is like, huh? What? You're talking to me? What?
I don't think.
And then her girlfriends automatically are like, oh, hold on, she'll be right back in like just a sec.
She just needs a little pep talk.
And they like whisk her off, and they're like, girl, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she's like, I still don't know.
I don't really want to talk about it.
That guy. And then they're like, oh, you have a boyfriend. No, there's a boy that you love and he doesn't love you. And that hits just right where she's like, okay.
All right, fuck that noise.
Hold up. And then that's when we finally see a little bit of color in her.
Yeah.
And she starts to spin a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she just marches right back up to that boy that we forgot the name of. And she's like, yeah, I'll go on a date with you.
Yeah. Because every guy wants a woman to go out with him just out of spite.
Don't they?
Yeah.
that's how
it's gonna get ya. It's gonna be hot for sure.
Oh yeah, like just they'll sit there with the idea of holding hands, but not because that's too gross for PDA.
But having your butt out during gym class is not.
Hemorrhoids.
You know what I would really love for our next episode, Hannah?
Huh.
Is even though this episode left off on a cliffhanger, is if we just have like a little intermission, like a little do like little like elevator music.
Yeah.
And we just have an entire episode dedicated to Kagome's date with this guy. Like they just like awkwardly go to get like yakitori sticks at like a stand, you know?
And he's like
trying to put his arm around her, and she's just like oblivious. It was like whatever.
Just thinking about her dead love.
Yeah, her dead dog demon boy.
And he's like, so do you like football? And she's like,
one time, Inuyasha threw a ball at my head. And then she just like goes off.
And he's like, son of a bitch, always talking about the ex and just I can't get anywhere.
I feel like that would be such a fun little like, let's just throw that in there. Like we're having this huge long like season of episodes of like this story we're unfolding. But like we're just gonna like hard break this for one 20-minute episode.
This is our filler episode, but for the podcast.
I would be oh yeah, that's what we should do. We should just write our own Just our own episode, just to interlude between episode 20 and 21.
It's
episode
20.5.
20.5.
Fan fiction writer's like dream right here is just like, yeah, I'm gonna write.
We're just gonna squeeze in right here. It's gonna make no impact on the story. We're just gonna, fan fiction it out here.
Yeah. And
oh my gosh.
It has to be at the beach.
Well, so she could wear her PE uniform.
Yeah, because it's versatile.
You can't just wear it to school. That's a waste.
No, you have to wear it to the beach because you're already halfway there.
Yeah. Yeah, that is one of the mandatory things. And then there has to be fireworks at some point.
Yes.
Because there's always fireworks in Japan for no reason.
Yeah, they're always celebrating something.
Yeah.
And then like maybe at the end it's like 5 minutes of a festival.
Yeah.
Where they have to dress up in the evening for the fireworks.
Yeah.
In the kimonos and the yukata. And they're at probably her family's shrine. That's definitely going to be holding the festival.
We don't even need the episode now. We just talked through.
We just did it. And at the end, he's going to go in for a kiss. And she's like,
going to be like,
I just want to be friends.
I mean, I had a really good time. I think that you're a very nice person. As he kind of walks away with like a single tear going down his cheek.
He's still smiling because that's what they do. They smile.
They do.
But the single tear. So, he's like devastated inside. Yeah. And then he's just like...
He walks away.
Omae wa shinderu. That doesn't even go, but that's fine. That's just what I imagine. He says as he walks into the sunset alone.
The tone of voice that you use that with, you sounded like... I don't know, like a 55-year-old like male host of like a show who's like narrating.
Just like Iron Chef or something.
It was like the voice that I just heard right now. Is like you just see Kagome on one side, like in the house, and like he's just walking away to his for some reason his red convertible car that he has that his parents have bought him.
Yeah,
And as he walks away, and he's just like driving down like from her house, but he's got sunglasses on. And it's at night because of course he does.
Because he wears sunglasses
and then you just hear Hannah's voiceover of that.
Omae wa shinderu. Ora.
Just dying.
This is he just
perfect episode.
Volume up as he's driving down the deserted road because that's all I imagine Japan's roads are.
That's what's happening.
Just turning up the music and it's just like I don't even know what's playing. I don't even know like some Cher. Do you believe in love after love? And he's just
I can feel as he sings it in his Japanese way. I can feel some sing inside. I really don't think you're strong enough.
She can do it. She's half Japanese. That's fine. I can't do that.
Okay. We're back on track, guys. We're back on track. Okay. We got a few more minutes. We're gonna wrap this up.
Totally.
So then
my gosh, there's so much more.
I only have 2 more bullet points.
Oh, there's so much more.
Oh, okay.
So, shit. It might be a little bit longer of an episode, you guys, because we got off track, and I'm not cutting any of that out, because that's gold. So, after we get done with Kagome doing her, like, crazy ask boy out on a date thing.
Yes.
We go back to feudal Japan, where Inuyasha is currently alive. They, like, Kaede, Miroku, Inuyasha have been trying to figure some shit out because they're like, why is this happening? Trying to piece together the past of, like, how Kikyo died, why Kikyo died, and why Inuyasha was betrayed. And they're like, well, what if, because Naraku disguised himself as you and betrayed Kikyo in your stead, what if, what did you do to maybe make him so angry to do that? And Inuyasha's just like,
how should I know?
I don't even know what he looks like.
I don't even remember what I ate for dinner last night.
Yeah, he really does.
Yeah.
He has that kind of attitude.
Yeah.
And then either Miroku or Kaede were just like, okay, maybe it wasn't necessarily you, but maybe it was Kikyo that he was mad at and wanted revenge, and this is it. And so Kaede's like, all right, I'm going to show you a place where there could be, where a possible suspect once dwelled 50 years ago. And so they follow Kaede out to this cave out in the middle of nowhere, which...
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot. We had that whole throwback
whole
scene.
thing.
The cut scene? Yeah.
So many scenes. Like, there's so much that happens in this, 10-minute span.
Yeah, that is true. We did focus a long time on unimportant aspects.
Those were very important.
I would argue later, off camera, off recording, that it was better than what happened next. But that's fine.
Like what we just talked about with Kagome.
It was a true story.
Really entertaining.
Also, that really did happen.
Yeah, it's canon.
So Kaede, she does lead them back.
Leads them to this cave that she helped Kikyo tend to this very, very injured man.
Dude was crispy.
Dude was crispy.
Yeah, he was crispier than a KFC chicken strip.
Yeah, he double crispy. Fried. Because, you could get that extra crunchy. He was extra crunchy.
Yeah, do a super crunch.
Most people in modern times now,
right,
that burned probably would not survive even with all the medical intervention that is now possible.
Yeah, he was definitely crunchier, more crispy than the way I make my summer sausage in the air fryer.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is pretty...
But it's so good.
I mean, it's basically so like a charcoal nugget by the time I'm done. But that's how I like my meat. I love my meat to be just burned to a fucking
dark and crispy.
Yeah, I do love a good dark and crispy.
So, man, we are really laughing about a burn victim. It's fine.
It's fine. 3-hour podcast.
That's fine.
Well, Stephanie talks about her dark and crispy.
It's our special episode. Extra dark, extra crispy.
Extra crispy.
I mean, you know what? I think we've filled out both of those things.
Oh my gosh.
I went dark and now we're crispy. So
yeah, we've been talking about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Hannah's anxiety.
Yeah, that I've newly discovered. So that's cool.
Sexual tension from high school uniforms. Stephanie's love of a good dark and crispy.
Some fan fiction thrown in there.
I don't know what this is.
It's us. We're just Baka-ing around.
So Kaede kind of has a moment where she's alone with burn victim.
Yes.
And she's kind of like, burn victim man, whose name also eludes me.
It's Onigumo.
That one.
That makes sense, right? That checks out.
It's all coming together, Hannah.
It's all coming back. Yeah. It's all coming back to me.
Where
now.
she has this moment. She's trying to tend to him and do the things while Kikyo is out and about, I don't know, collecting herbs.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's doing.
Medicine.
And Kaede's kind of like, this is kind of a psychotic asshole. Like, you're not a good person. I don't think you're respectable. So then she goes and tells Kikyo, don't really like this man. And Kikyo's just like, but sister, it is the circle of life. We just treat them with respect.
And it's like, boo. Fuck
Yeah.
that. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Kikyo.
yeah, but she really just made it seem like, I mean, it's fine. He's had a tough life. You know, we don't really understand. We could not understand because he's had traumatic experiences.
Clearly.
Kaede's like,
Still don't like him.
just because you suffered doesn't give you the right to be an asshole.
Yeah.
And I feel like,
that is the motto for, like, everything.
I mean, it should be, but I realize
Yeah.
people use it as an excuse to not. Okay, we're just going to
Yeah.
tangent again because we're already late.
Let's do it. Why
So
not?
there was this one guy who I was talking to for like a minute. And as we were talking more and more, and I would kind of tell him like, these are problems that I have, especially when it comes to like men and dating and, trying to be vulnerable because, we're talking on a not just friend level anymore. And then he starts to share things and open up to me about things,
And you're like,
which I was like, love this for us.
Yeah.
We're gonna go there. And then he confides to me that he has brain cancer.
What?
And he wants me to feel on his head the growth of his brain cancer.
No.
Okay, well, I want to feel very sad about this, but then he was such an asshole. Then he would like, after, because first he told me about him, and then I kind of like told him some problems about me. Not like immediately. I was like, oh, you have brain cancer. Well,
Like,
I have this minor problem. You know what I mean? But like,
I have hemorrhoids. So how do you think I feel?
but I mean, it was like over the course of time, right? Like he had confessed that.
Right.
And I was like, I mean, that's terrible and traumatic. And, I'm nothing but supportive as a person can be about someone having brain cancer. Like, this is very sad. Why are you laughing about brain cancer again?
Trying to one up someone with brain cancer.
Who wants you to feel the lump on their head? So anyways, and then, over time I start to open up about like my problems, my insecurities, like the issues that I've had with men in the past. And then he completely like flips the script. And I was like, oh my God, so you're just like this like shallow ass bitch. Like this is what you do. And it was very abrupt and very sudden that I was like, is that the brain cancer like pressing up on your head? Like,
It's just eating up your emotional part of your brain.
okay, but I'm not drunk enough. I can go full circle with this. I remember where I'm going, which is just basically like, even if you are having these terrible things happening in your life, it does not give you a right to be a dick to other people.
Right.
Because I was like, I'm not even being this way with you. I'm saying this is how I've been with other people. And I'm self-aware enough that I'm talking about it.
Right.
So it's not that I don't know that this is a thing that I typically would do. But you're throwing it in my face as if I'm currently still doing this. And I'm not, because I'm telling you about it.
Right.
But it was I felt very much like this scenario about it where like burn victim is like, I mean, I've had a terrible life, so now it gives me a right to be a dick to everyone. And it's kind of like, no, it really does not. Like, you still choose your life.
Yeah.
Like, you might not choose the circumstance that,
you're in.
right,
'Cause,
occurs to you, but you can still choose your response.
Right.
And, Onigumo. Onigumo.
Yeah, sure.
Oni.
Oni.
He just still chose to be a dick.
Yeah, still, I mean, even though he was injured so badly that not only was he a crispy fried chicken, he had some sort of significant fault where both of his legs were broken. Like, there's no way that this guy he's helpless. He is a sitting duck for any sort of benevolent creature or malevolent creature.
Also that.
Any of the creatures with ill will could just pick him off. Just like that. But there's Kikyo.
She's doing her priestess thing.
Very
Tending
into
to
that
him.
role.
Wiping his butthole probably because he can't do it. She's just tending to each of his hemorrhoids individually.
Yeah, his quisty
give
hemorrhoids.
him a little kissy kiss. Right after she polishes each one, she tucks it back into the anus and is like, "You go night night now." And she like
night night
tucks it back.
And Oni is just like, oh. Oh no, where are we going?
Maybe cut this part out, Hannah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, yeah, they kind of had this back and forth. Kikyo, Kaede. And then Oni says some shit about, like, yeah, I would just love to see her be burning. And, like, yeah, it would just make my life complete. I would just
love it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the rudest. The ruderest.
So
and
fucking rude.
saying this to, like, Kikyo's young sister, who's probably, like, 6 to 8 years old at this point.
Still an ugly duckling.
She has some trouble in.
She'd be struggle bugging it compared to her sister.
I mean, when your older sister gets all the good genes, it's just like, well, all right.
Your sister's an 11 out of 10.
And that's why she has the funny way of speaking, because that's the only way she could, make herself stand out. So she's like, I'll just talk like, yes, ye and thee and they.
That's why her name is Pirate Ray.
Yeah, it's Pirate Ray.
Pirate Ray.
Before she got all piratey.
She was still Pirate Ray.
Very.
She'd been working on that persona a long time.
Since she could talk.
Yeah, and so then at some point, Kaede comes back to a little cave to look at burn victim. And she's like, oh,
yeah,
all this shit's on fire. This man is on fire. And like the whole cave's just on fire.
Yeah, it's just charred.
Yeah, it's gone.
Charred is gone. Nothing.
It's crispier than he was crispy.
Yeah, like there was nothing left of his bones. Nothing. And this was right after Kikyo was killed by Naraku impersonating Inuyasha.
Right, which is why Kaede had single-handedly was still going to be taking care of the guy. Yeah,
which I mean,
it was just up to her now, and not really even because she still wanted to do it, but like her sister had been doing it, so she is
had to carry the thing because now she's a priestess of that area, and you know, like wow, that actually very big of her to continue doing that, even though she's like, I don't like this guy.
Such a responsible 8-year-old.
But she lucked out. She got out of that because there was no more Onigumo.
What we don't know is that she set the fire.
Yeah, she's the pyromaniac here. Now we're onto something.
Yeah, so she's out and she just got free.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I would love to be sad. I would love to shed a tear, but these flames are just burning all the tears from my cheeks. It's fine.
Oh darn! This is so sad. What I should do? I should do something about this.
As she like pulls out her book and is like, let me just read a chapter or two, maybe. I don't know.
You know what I need to do? I need to sketch this out for posterity's sake. How do I draw flames?
Actually, how do I even have a pencil? Let me just make one.
You know what? Yeah, I need to make one. And I also need to make the paper. It's a whole thing.
I have to press the paper.
It's a whole thing.
I have to go find some papyrus.
Gotta go to Egypt.
And then to like wrap this up, so one other key thing happens in this episode. We get introduced to another demon. Mm-hmm. What's their name, Hannah?
Dog guardian of the forest.
That's good. Because I wrote Roy Khan.
Ryukin.
Okay.
Something like that.
Nailed it.
And he's supposed to be this very gentle demon spirit thing.
Yes.
But he's like frothing at the mouth.
But he should be like Totoro of the forest.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah, ideally. Like very, very kind, gentle. And Kaede's just like, what's going on? You're supposed to be like chill. You're supposed to be cool. And he's like, I don't know. I just must fight Inuyasha. And it turns out that Naraku shoved a shard in this gentle spirit, and it made him go wild.
I don't know why he did that when he could have shoved his shard in me.
Shard me, daddy. Like all night long. Like bullies. Yeah, like once he takes off the whole baboon cape.
Is that what we're trying to say?
Yeah, that really was.
I was like, I mean, I'll take a good bamboo stick from him too.
Anything
Spank me,
wants
daddy.
to shove in me. It's cool.
That's not even where I was going.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Go on. Where are you going?
No, that's fine.
No,
I love this for us.
All right, that's cool. I'm keeping that in too.
Okay.
So Miroku had done his evilly thing and with more or less, I assume, some tainted shards. You know, they're not pure cleansed like Kagome can do.
Yeah, they were the full tainted ones.
Full taint.
They've seen the hemorrhoids. They've been up and personal with the hemorrhoids.
They really have. And so that's shoved in this Ryugen guy. And Inuyasha's like not even fully healed. And so, because he's still trying to heal from Inuyasha, jeez, fuck. Sesshomaru shoving his whole hand through his torso.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, Sesshomaru
we all like a good fisting, but...
Yeah, like a rearrange my guts, daddy.
I encourage it. Yeah, for some reason, Inuyasha was not as into his own brother fisting him, but...
No, apparently not. I would be,
but he was still, like, had pretty much all the internal and external bleeding happening.
Yeah, that's the not fun part after.
That's fine. Yeah, that's the aftermath to one really fun night.
Yeah, really fun, really experimental.
Yeah, so Kaede and Miroku are like, we're gonna save you. We're gonna build a little hutty hut. We're gonna put all these like enchantments and charms around and keep you safe.
And invisible.
Yeah, and we're gonna put that little kid, Shippo. We're gonna lock him in here with you just to really grind your gears,
so you can really heal,
and you can just really hate your life.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go sit out front, and we're gonna go take care of this for you. Which of course Inuyasha's like, oh hell no!
I need out.
I need to be part of this action.
Yeah, even though he is the typical bulldog of like, I'm ready, I can fight, I can take him, but he's like super injured and not even 100%. He's like a good 25% at best. And so they keep him locked up for like a night. They were able to do it, but the Ryuken spirit dog comes back and even more like big and werewolfy because he fled the first fight.
Right. But then gets re-jeweled again.
Yeah,
re-taint jeweled.
Because Ryuken, being a gentle spirit, he's kind of fighting with himself here. And is like cowering in the woods. And Miroku finds him and he's like, what are you doing? Why are you not out doing the thing that I want you to do? And he's like, I don't want to fight Inuyasha. Please don't. And Naraku's just like, I don't care. Fing! And just like shoots another shard into him that makes him go bananas. And even more steroidy than before. And so now he's like this Ryuken character out of his mind. Goes looking for Inuyasha again. And Miroku and Kaede are doing like a very chanty thing, have like this force field up to make the area with the shed and them and all that invisible. And that stops happening because Naraku shoots like an arrow towards them. and just so happens to be in Kaede's direction. And Miroku's like, I've got to stop this. Kaede's like, no, don't leave, don't stop this chant spell thing. But Miroku does, and blocks the arrow from happening. So we don't have an injured Kaede this time. But then the invisibility shield breaks down. Ryukin ends up obliterating the shed, and Inuyasha comes out. And
He's like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Because my stupid friends locked me in here.
How dare they do this to me, making me all healed and shit.
Yeah.
And
I hate that.
That's where we leave it off.
That is.
That's our cliffhangers. They're about to fight again.
Yeah.
And this is our longer episode. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like our little detour deviation side quest that we went on only improved this episode.
I think so too. Yeah. We should do that more. Yeah. I think everyone's gonna like that.
I think it's gonna be a thing. Oops.
Baka bye.